Yo, and hello, everybody. My name's Mike. I'm a baseball collector. That's Chris from Missouri right there. And he's in Missouri. I'm not. Chris, how you feeling with Showcase Showdown? I've built up a pretty good lead now, I have to say.
How am I feeling about Showcase Showdown? I've lost 3 in a row. I don't think the wheel's been kind to me. I don't think you've been kind to me. George surely wasn't kind to me, and then Ray. My gosh, yeah. I feel like I feel like I'm the Washington Generals going into some town I don't know about, playing against the Harlem Globetrotters. That's what I feel like.
Well, we're not going to have a guest tonight because I'm tired of getting whooped by them too. I can handle you. I'm not really worried about you, but everyone else has amazing stuff. And it's so great to see George's Rod Carew collection, Ray's Mike Schmidt collection, and Darren's Nolan Ryan. I mean, having guests on has been really fun. Even though they whoop us most, except for Theo, but we'll let him. Dude, don't knock over your cards. I can't take you anywhere.
I did knock over my cards, so I did that. I was going to do that when I pretended like if I didn't have a card, I was going to knock over my stack, and I'm just practicing doing that. And then I'll just tell you, I really have that card, and you'd feel bad and feel like you have to believe me.
If anybody would like to send in audition tapes to be the next co-host of Showcase Showdown, feel free.
Well, pardon me while I get up and get my 2 cards.
2 cards. Well, tonight is Frank Robinson while Chris is getting his cards. Frank, for a long time, I think, was one of those guys that was not respected as well in the hobby. And I think enough of us have finally started shouting from the rooftops that Frank Robinson is finally getting respect in the hobby for what an amazing baseball career he has had, what an amazing player he was, groundbreaker. He was the first black manager in the major leagues. I mean, he was only guy ever to win Triple Crowns in both leagues. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just unbelievable player. And we're going to go through his career in cardboard tonight. What do you think, Chris?
What a great player. I mean, and it's fun. It's fun like this, like we always do, get cards out we haven't seen for a while and get to go through them. But a lot of his cards, I think, show his attitude and stuff. I mean, I think Frank Robinson played with a chip on his shoulder. I think when he got traded from the Reds to the Orioles that he was upset. I think he thought he should have been a player manager earlier than he became. And so I think his cards kind of represent all that. Just, I don't know, but what a heck of a player. And you're right. When everybody keeps saying that somebody's underrated and you need to go get his stuff, people tend to go get his stuff. And then if you keep doing that, he's not overrated anymore.
That's right. He's properly rated. My Frank Robinson meeting Frank Robinson story was in 2018. It was in Cleveland at the National, and he was there signing. He died in 2019, if I remember right. And 2018, he was at the National. It would end up being his last National. We didn't know it at the time. He was eating with his wife, and I was eating in the same restaurant. And I get up to go to the elevator, and he follows behind and gets in the elevator. And I had to ask him, Mr. Robinson, can I please take a picture with you? And he was gracious. He was tired, it was late at night, and he was an older gentleman, but he was so nice to take a picture with me. And I still have that picture. He super nice to me in the very brief encounter that I had with him. But yeah, it was great career, great life, did so many things in baseball, and just an amazing guy. And he's got some really cool cards, which is what we're going to do now. Chris, tell everybody what the rules are of Showcase Showdown, and we'll get into this.
Okay, this isn't a rule, but what I suggest you do is pause the video right here. Go to your stuff and get out your Frank Robinson cards and put them in order from the newest card of his to the oldest, and that's from 75 to 60 or 57. And then the rules, you get 5 points for having the card. And then whatever grade you get on top of that card, you get additional points. At the end of the showcase, Mike will add those up and see who's the winner. Now, when we get down to the rookie card, that rookie is worth double, and the points are worth double. And whoever wins at the end gets bragging rights. And I don't even know what that feels like anymore. It's been so long. But that's how we play, and just have fun with it, guys, and play along. Let us know how you do, and people have been doing that. If you notice, Mike, some people are doing some videos saying this is how I would compare, and it's just fun. To me, it's the best hour that I have on YouTube. It's not.
I have a blast. I have a blast too. Some guys are showing some pretty wicked player collections that they have. It's pretty cool. John Mangini cheats, but that's whatever. He's trying to make up for Theo's poor Clemente showing. But no, just kidding, Theo. Your collection's awesome. We're always kidding. Like, we're always kidding, especially with each other.
That is correct.
All right, I'm about to wipe the floor with you. Not kidding.
Well,
okay.
You better, because if you don't wipe the floor with me, I'm going to celebrate like I'm going to celebrate like a retired teacher the last day of school. I'm just going to tell you.
Well, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get into showdown mode so we can show cards better. You're the visitor. I'm the home team. I'm the winner. So what do you have for 1975?
Okay, 1975. What the card I'm going to show you is Frank Robinson, and it's in a PSA 5.
That's the mini.
That is the mini, but you're going to find it in your heart to believe me that I have a PSA 5 or an SGC 5 coming back from SGC.
Guys, he's already starting. That's all right, because it doesn't matter. I'm going to win anyway with a PSA 8.
Ooh, an 8's a nice one on that card right there.
Yeah.
So already starting off with a 3-point lead.
I do want to show his manager card for the Indians. Again, first black manager in the major leagues. That's a very kind of important card in my mind for the hobby, for baseball anyway. All right, 1974, I'm up. How can you compete with this? But I got a PSA 8.
Yeah, you're going to get 4 more points on me because I got a 4.
Man. Is that a childhood card of yours?
It is. Matter of fact, there's only probably 2 cards in this whole run that's not a childhood card of mine, but that's okay. I'm proud of them.
Do you want to give up now, or you want to concede?
Oh no, you don't know what kind of rookie card I have. You don't know how nice a grade that is.
That's true.
The older my cards get, the better the cards get.
Okay. Well, you're up for 73.
It's another low grade card, but it's a PSA 3, and that's a good looking card there with the sideways card.
See, I've never liked this card. By the way, I have a 7. Because he played a cup of coffee with the Dodgers, so he's wearing this Dodgers uniform. It says he plays for the Angels, and it's like they just can't. It's weird. I don't know.
It would have been nice to have some update cards of his.
Well, there is one in the next year, which I'll get to. You're up, or I'm up for 72. I have a PSA 7.
Well, I have an 8, but it's OC.
So that's really a 6.
6. Uh-huh.
It cracks me up because hold on, I got to put the scores in here so I don't get lost. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry player has a 72 tops in action, but Frank Robinson doesn't for some reason. And I don't understand. One of the best players in the game, and all these other weird players have these inaction cards. There's so many of them in 72 tops, and I never understood it. Here is his only Dodgers card, which is the 72 tops traded. That's a high number, super, relatively expensive, I guess, but that's a really cool card. All right, 71.
I have 1 and a 4.
I have a 7.
So listen, you are not throwing a no hitter at me tonight. I'm just telling you. I'm tired of this.
So far, it's kind of looking like that. All right, 70. All right, if my dogs start going crazy, it's going to piss me off.
Oh, I guess
1970.
I get points if we got to stop for your dog. I get some
right.
Points. Yeah.
70 tops is a high number. Really, this is actually quite an expensive card. I have a PSA 6.
I have a PSA 6.
Okay.
I thought I was going to get a point or 2 from you there.
You did. Well, I'm not sorry to disappoint you. Here's a 70 All-Star. Great card. All right. 69.
Okay, 69. I have a SGC 5.5.
I have a PSA 7.5.
Well, I can get out like 7 of these and be like Mangini and rack up some points because I picked up a bunch of 69s the other day.
That did crack me up when he was like, I got this one, it's 5 points. I got this one, it's 5 points. 68 tops. This might be your first victory. I got a 5.
No, I got a 5.
Okay. Push. It's a push.
But you don't see a lot of smiling on these cards of his.
No, you really don't.
On the 69, he kind of had a smirk, but not a lot of smiling going on.
Here's his 68 All-Star. Great card. All right. I'm going to kill my dogs. If you don't see Norman anymore in videos, it's actually Claire barking. Claire, stop. Come here. What's your deal? Playing Showcase Showdown right now. Yeah, it's not time to be barking.
Okay. Yeah. Almost everybody watching this is rooting for me, but now you have to resort to bringing a dog on to get some of the dog lover votes.
My cute little Claire.
That is just not fair right there.
Okay, go. Be nice. Y'all stop playing. All right. 67.
Okay. I have a 4.
Okay. I've got a 6.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and tally up some points after this 67?
Well, we're about halfway.
Are we halfway? I thought we were close. So
we are halfway. Yeah, Chris, you got some ground to make up. It's 106.5 to 87.5. You're down almost 20 points.
Yeah, but I'm still proud that I have all cards so far.
That's a good point. I'm proud of you too. 66. This is a weird card because this is his first Orioles card, but he's in a Reds uniform, no hat. I have a PSA 5.
And I have a PSA 5. You still have a no-hitter going.
Well, we've had a few pushes. That's at least admirable. All right, 65.
Okay, 65. Just another mean-looking batting stance. I got a 4.
I have a PSA 6.
I tell you, this is going to be another disappointment. It's going to be 4 in a row.
Well, here's 64 tops. I love this card. The look of it, the color. I mean, this is a really nice looking card. I have a PSA 6.
And I have a PSA 6.
Nice. Well, you weren't lying. Your cards are getting at least a little more respectable grade-wise.
Okay, 1963.
Yep.
The only one so far that I can say he's got a smile on, and that's a sorry attempt for one, but I got a 4.
I have a 6. $62 top. Another really cool card. I have a PSA 5.
And I have a PSA 4.
Okay. What's your favorite card of his, would you say?
Well, I think we're getting ready to show it, and it's because the only thing it's because I've come to appreciate the 61s a little bit better than I have. Um,
Here's a
the
quick 62 All-Star. Since I already pulled it, might as well show it.
Sure, but
Okay.
the, he doesn't have cards that are just screaming out to me that, man, they're above and beyond any card that he has. Do you have a favorite?
Probably his rookie. And I'll explain that when we get to it. But maybe it's 59. I like that one a lot too.
Mine's probably the 72, to tell you the
Okay.
truth. But here's the 1961. I just like it. I'm starting to appreciate these 61s more, and I have one and a 3.
I have a 6.
I think about a year ago or so, you had a couple people on talking about the sets of the 60s,
Yeah.
and I had my mind made up at the time that I thought the 61 was my least favorite set. And watching your guys' show, I think George had a little bit more appreciation to it and then I just, I started studying it a little bit more, and that's what you get with YouTube.
Yeah. Here's his 61 All-Star, which I love. That's a high number. Great card.
Beautiful card. I do not have that card. That's a beautiful card.
1960. I have a PSA 5.
That's a beautiful card. I have a PSA 4.
Yours is also beautiful. Mine's way off center. Still says 5 on it though. All right.
That's right. We go by those rules. It doesn't mean we like the card the most. We just go by the rules. So I think this might be my last ditch effort to get one from you.
Okay.
And I'm not going to, but this is 1959. I have mine in a 5.
I also have a 5. I noticed something. Why don't you turn yours over? Because I have the red back. You have the black back, I think.
No.
Yeah. Or I have the green numbering. Or yours is the
That's
black.
right. Mine's black. Mine's black. You're right.
I have the green. Yeah.
Oh, mine's green as well. It just looks black.
Okay. It does look black. So I had a 5. You had a what again? I
had a 5. I'm dim the lighting in here in hopes that you can't see the number, and I'll sneak one by you. That's what I'm doing.
All right. 58. Next to last card. I have a 6.
Dang, I have a 5.
Look at that. That's a really nice looking card too.
Yeah. Well, let me go first so you can.
Well, do you want to know? You're 30 points back, so really 29 technically. So,
and I think I know what you have.
There's his 58 All-Star.
Oh yeah.
He's smiling in that one. All right, what do you got?
So I have, and this is one of my oldest cards too, by the way.
Yeah.
But I have a 4.
You avoid the no-hitter because I have a 3.
Well, you probably shouldn't even get any points for that.
I lose to you. That's hilarious. But sadly, final score 217.5 to 190.5. That's a landslide.
That is a landslide, especially when I thought I'd do well tonight because I have all the cards, and they look pretty good when I do a tabletop showcase.
They do,
but they just don't stand up to yours. So congratulations on that win, which sucks, by the way. But look how gracious I am. Look how gracious. You couldn't get another co-host to be this gracious.
You're just a bag of humility. Bag of something. But let's pull up the wheel.
Oh.
I know the wheel has not been your friend.
This is the 5 minutes of this show that I just dread. And I think some people are watching this. I mean, I think they're hoping that I smile, when we get this. I think they're tired of watching you win.
They probably are. But luckily for you, there's only 16 names left on the wheel.
So listen, if it lands on a particular name, I'm going to drop to my knees and beg that we spin it again. Just one name. That's just one name.
Okay. Well, let's see. You can't wait. You got to tell me first, because you're going to say that for any person that it comes up on.
What? You don't trust me?
No, not as far as I could throw you. No.
So, do you really want the name?
Yeah.
Okay, that person that I need it to go by. I need it to go by Steve Carlton. Don't even grease up the little pennant there that says Steve Carlton, so it slides by Steve Carlton. And it's not that I don't have Steve Carlton cards, but and then just go ahead and I'll put the old jinx on it.
Okay, no Steve Carlton. Anyone else? Here we go. Let's see who we're doing next week.
Oh no.
Oh, it's past Steve Carlton. Barely. Warren Spahn.
I meant to say Warren Spahn. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say Warren Spahn.
Oh my gosh. Warren Spahn. The last one we'll do, by the way, we're going to get through all these names and we're going to have to do like Freddie Patek for you or something.
Oh, yeah. By that time, you'll have all your cards in and an 8. You'll get you'll call Mangini, and Mangini will send you all of his. And there'll be something that comes up.
We'll be set. Well, that was fun. Warren Spahn next week. Great career. I'm missing a couple of Warren Spahns, I think. So
hurry up and get here. Let's hurry up and let this week go by fast. That way I have a chance.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know what you thought down below. Let us know if you played along at home, what your score was, how you did against Chris and I, and we'll catch you guys soon next week for another Showcase Showdown. Keep collecting.